वैसे ये इसने पकड़ा, अब ये पकड़ करके यहां बाहर भेजा। अब जब ये जो बाहर भेज रहा है, इधर देखिए, अब यहां पर बाहर भेजने से जैसे जैसे ये बाहर निकले,
Right now, to several times in the past, and the last information that was just given by a juvenile saying that somebody was about.
just like how the magnet attracts the particles of the iron.
Listen, some things still need to get straightened out back in America. What could you do?
So over the weekend, someone sent me something.
Mr. Diaz, you're here on a bench warrant appearance. Looks like you maybe violated terms of your bond.
अब ये जो ज्ञान तरंगे यहाँ से जैसे ही उठी, अभी मन भी तो आत्मा के साथ ही जुड़ा हुआ है.
But actually, technically, the way it's worded, the only thing they're renting is their bedroom.
मैं ये करता हूँ, ये स्ट्रेट लाइन मैंने अगर कर दी, इसमें और इसमें तो में फर्क दिख रहा है. ये क्या है और ये क्या है?
You just can't go sit there punching people in the head while you want.
I lived in New York City.
Hey, you too. Later, guys. It's normal. It's normal for me. We got a vehicle taking off on us.
You got any move for that bitch? You go hands up. Get out of my face!
You know, it is if we don't have anything like evapotranspiration or a strong call flow, we will not get much precipitation because this is so early in the season. Guess what? We're not going to get much.
Maybe you were called for such a time as this, or I like to say for such a time as now.
ये जो है टैप हो गई मन के विचार, मन की, अब उसमें आत्मा ने इसको जोड़ दिया है. तो ये मन के विचारों की तरंगे इसको लेकर चल रही है. अब मैं इसको दोनों को डबल लाइन के कर दूं.
Just get the Satanist. And we turn now to a developing story that we have been following.
At between like 5 a.m. and 5:45 a.m.
Why don't you guys put your wings away?
A Sacramento County Sheriff's deputy shot and killed a man this morning. They say that he was carrying a knife.
फिर दिखाई देगा आपको अलग से. हाँ, ये जो मैंने किया है, अब इसके अंदर ये जो है,
Greetings and salutations. Hopefully this thing's working. Oh, there it is. Hello. It's 12:05 in the a.m., April 2nd, 2024. I am a disgruntled monkey. So, why am I upset? Why am I angry? I've been asking myself the same question the past 3 hours. Ape, why are you angry about a burrito? I don't want to rail on here. Full on Karen about the matter. Kevin about, oh shit, I'm a Kevin. Damn it, Jim. Well, all right, you know. Let's just hypothetically hypothetically, somebody offered to make you dinner. Hypothetically, they asked you what you want. You're like, yeah, sure, cool, that sounds good. I'll have dinner. I'd like steak, or some beef product, whatever, something close to a steak. That's fine. Roast. I'm good with that. Wasn't really too particular about it. They're like, all right, I will get you your beef product. And then after that, okay, we gotta amend some plans, right? We're gonna have Easter dinner. Take off work early. Easter Sunday, with permission, of course. You're gonna go get you some steak. Oh, well, now we have to reschedule. We'll have lunch tomorrow. Meaning today. Yesterday, rather. Monday. Okay, no problemo. I'm cool with that. We do that. Except Monday afternoon comes around. No lunch. All right. Monday evening comes along. And they're like, hey, I don't have time to make you your steak. Would you like some Mexican food? And you're like, yeah, cool, that's all right. I guess I'll, take that. The enchilada. All right, no problem. Everything's good. The energy in my day earlier was so good compared to now. Hold on. The energy was really turning positively. I mean, there was still some negativity, but I was, it was on the uptick, right? 9 o'clock rolls around. This person arrives with a burrito. The burrito. And not just any burrito. I mean, this burrito is two of my all-time, lifetime pet peeves. Chipotle and sour cream. Chipotle and sour cream on my burrito. Now, I didn't pay for this burrito. I didn't ask for the burrito, but I didn't pay for it. I don't like wasting food. Plus, I'm kind of a hungry monkey right now, but, you offered me a steak, which was cool. And then we downgraded to a takeout enchilada. All right. And then I get a cold fucking burrito with Chipotle and sour cream. And I'm the asshole. And I didn't want to, make an ordeal about it. I'm in the parking lot at work. And people wonder why I have low expectations. Low fucking expectations. Progress is limited. Why are you angry about this burrito? Well, I know why. This person has known me all my life. They should know. Shouldn't they know? I don't do sour cream. That's all right. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm just going to sit here and be quietly disgruntled. But I am complaining. It was so much better this morning, or this afternoon, rather. Yesterday afternoon, since today is today. Yesterday was April Fool's Day, Atheist Day, apparently. Reasons. Somebody thought it would be humorous. Well, I am not amused. If anybody shows up and would like to talk, probably plan a link down there or something. Had something on my mind earlier. See, I should have done this stream earlier, and I wanted to. I was going to do a stream last night. I ended up on an important telephone call, so I wasn't able to do it. So then I was going to do it this afternoon, and then there were other people streaming, and I don't want to stream. There were other people, you know, and then I was going to wait, and then it didn't work out, so now I'm doing it now. It's been kind of a busy night here, not off and on, so I don't know what to expect. It's expectations. I have to release expectations. My expectation of the steak, I downgraded to an enchilada, and now I've got this burrito. Sitting here with this burrito, and I'm trying not to be upset about it. Like, what makes we apes so upset about such silly things? It's not the burrito. It's the principle behind the burrito. You should have fucking known. They should have fucking known that I don't do sour cream and I don't do Chipotle. How long have you known me for? All of my natural life. When have I ever? Never. Never ever. This is not my thing. Could have made me a cheese quesadilla in the microwave, and I would have been more grateful. But I digress. It's the principle of the matter. I left work early yesterday to have dinner with this person. I came to work early today to have dinner with this person. I showed up a day late, literally, and a buck short, figuratively. And we did not have dinner together. It was not a positive interaction. I made them cry. I felt like a turd burger. I was in a stream earlier. This guy, Simon Hectic. Well, I was not in the stream. I was in the side chat rather. I was watching the stream and chatting a little bit there. I made a joke based on what he was saying about how like 99% of my problems in life are caused by women. It's a joke. I mean, it's, kind of. It's my interactions, and it's like, really, most of the time I gravitate towards the female sex. Todd, yes, I did make someone cry, but it's not a laughing matter. It's not something I'm proud of in this instance. In other situations, I might be. I'm not. Well, it happens, but I have this way with my my words. I try not to do it anymore. That's been my whole thing. Trying not to do the tongue lashing on people as often because I can. I choose not to most of the time. There are occasions when I myself become flabbergasted. I'm by no means the wittiest ape amongst us, but I have my moments. In this situation, no, it wasn't something to be proud of. Fucking burrito. Don't know what to do with it. What's up, Bond? Good to see you. So I may be making a big move soon. Got an offer last night to leave state for a while. Legit offer. considering it. Probably have to offload many of my worldly belongings. Stake out into the unknown, you know. I do have several connections within that state. Aside from this person who, you know, made the offer, but additional connections down there. So something I'm really looking into. Got to make a big change, and that's what I'm thinking at this stage. You know, just going back to a whatever refresher on something I've already done is not going to cut it right now. Yes, exactly, Tug, and I agree with you. I mean, planning is key, and that's what I was trying to tell this person. You know, they were kind of giddy for me to just jump and go down there right away. And I said, well, no, I have to make some preparations. Can't just leave on the drop of a hat like that. That would be irresponsible. Although I consider it more and more. I mean, I have considered it over the last couple of years. Spontaneous, yes. Yeah, but I've also had people who have helped me out. I don't want to screw them over. And in the process of doing my spontaneous, reactive, stuff here, I don't want to end up rolling other people under the bus, putting other people out, especially if they're counting on me. Because as much as I'm used to, getting flaked on and screwed over by other people, I still don't, generally try to do it to other people. Try to keep that general rule. Unless you do it to me first, then it's fair game. Most of the time. I can be a softie. All right, so I've selected a passage for us. If anybody wants to come in, there's a link down there. What the fuck? Swear to God. My Snapchat and Instagram are just off the hook these days. Facebook is a Facebook is a joke. But Snapchat, Instagram, oh my goodness. I don't even know why I'm on these sites. Alright. This is the one I picked? Yeah, okay. As we engage in the world rather than withdraw from it, we can use wise understanding to live without clinging, attachment, or craving. By paying attention to our actions and the results of those actions, we can begin to change where our choices are leading. If we intend to act in ways that have positive results, and if we're aware of the true intention and the nature of our actions, then we'll see better results. Better meaning less suffering and less harm. I don't think so. So, when William and I were talking the other night about what it feels like to be a man. Right, exactly. Welcome, Spooky. Try not to burn bridges behind you. When we were talking about, what it feels like to be a man, I was hoping that we'd dig into that statement I made. But I said something to the effect of, "Oh, I just want to run around trying to see what I can stick my dick into." You know what I mean? And it wasn't like, oh, being a man just means like being horny. No, there's actually a deeper meaning behind that, which was, we have a biological urge to procreate, And not just that, we also, in some ways, display like social dominance or like social, yeah. We use, like the bonobos, we use sex as a social tool, right? And what I was saying is that males have this issue, right? It's programmed into us because it's a means of socialization, but it's also a means of dominating in social. Oh, wow. Well, that's interesting. Sorry, I just received a text. What's up, Halsey? Sex does sell. So they asked me, how was the burrito? How should I answer? Don't know at this point. I've actually considered this. I've considered this scenario. So I'm on the fence. How honest should I be? Just be appreciative for the burrito? Should I tell them how the burrito made me feel? I don't know what to do. And so this whole idea of like, what makes you feel like a man? Right? What makes you? Well, it's like it's in your nature in many cases to feel as if you are correctly stationed if you feel as if you fulfill a function. Next time, make the decisions. I don't know in what sense you mean by that, though, dog. I mean, I make decisions all the time. Don't leave it in the hands of others. Right, no, but the whole point was that this person offered me dinner. They didn't ask me about the, they just, and then, whatever. It's not even fucking important at this point. So if you feel as if you're fulfilling your function, right? Like in this case, procreation, satisfaction, right? But are you doing it with an understanding of why you intend to act in that way, right? If we intend to act in ways that have positive results, and we're aware of the true intention and the nature of our actions, then we'll see better results. Better meaning less suffering and less harm. Wise intention describes the attitude or approach we take toward ourselves in the world. We can choose non-harming by avoiding actions that have harmful results, detaching from the cravings that seem overwhelming in the moment, and developing a kind and compassionate stance towards ourselves and the world. Wise intention leads us to stop doing things based on confusion, ill will, hatred, violence, and selfishness. It impacts all our relationships with ourselves, other people, our community, and the world as a whole. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? No. Muted at the moment. Oop. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Wise intention is deciding to act in ways that produce good karma and to avoid actions that produce bad karma. We start by looking at the kinds of thoughts that cause us to act in wise or unwise ways. If our thoughts are based on confusion, fear, and greed, then our actions will bring bad results and create harm. If our thoughts are based on generosity, compassion, and avoid clinging, then our actions will bring good results. Thoughts that are based in loving kindness and goodwill, that are free from the desire or intention to cause harm, lead us to act in a beneficial manner. Oh, imagine that. And I think in just that way, being more aware of my own state as a biological creature that has desires that are not always wise, right? I can want something, and it's still not a thing that I should have or try to get. Oh, yeah, well, good luck with that one, Halsey. I was pretty mad about it. I was pretty mad about that fucking burrito, and trying not to be. It makes me think of like why I have all these fucking issues in my life, especially with women.
What was wrong with the burrito again?
Well, I mean, aside from the fact that it wasn't what I ordered, like it could have been like any kind of burrito, but it had chipotle and sour cream. Sour cream specifically, I can't stand sour cream.
Oh, you're like me. You hate it if it's on. You get all rah. Yeah, I get that. I get like that too when it comes to sour cream, like especially in like my beefy 5 layers.
And I'm like, this, you know, they've known me all my life. And it's like, how can you can't fuck that one up? It's like, but you know, I'm used to it. Like I just accept that, you know, it's like they're never gonna remember, you know, my favorite food or whatever, you know, or something like that. It's like, should that be my expectation? Like if I was to like marry a woman, I mean hypothetically, or you know, anybody else. If I was, would I expect my partner to like learn my favorite food, and maybe after a few years like they would know what like, you know, I'm gonna want on my birthday or something? Like, isn't that a reasonable kind of expectation? Like if they're gonna make you food, they actually know what you like. I don't know.
Well, I also do like ketchup only for like my hamburgers and hot dogs. So you could imagine when going to the store and then I get my order and there's fucking pickles and onions and mustard all over it. And I'm like, what the fuck is this monstrosity? And like, at that point, it's no fault of the spouse, right? It's the fucking employees. So you just get mad at the employees. So it all depends on like, I deal with that shit out all the time that doesn't have to do with like my spouse, but I still end up getting mad because they're one bringing you the food. Like, you should have checked. You know my plate. Now, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna eat my food? Right? Yeah. So I can get that either way. It gets into chaotic lands because it's like you didn't do the courtesy.
Yeah, I guess it's like the fast food thing too. It's a little different, and I have to kind of like, again, this like turned from a home cooked meal into a takeout order. So okay, maybe the restaurant fucked it up. I really don't know, but it was just kind of my assumption that I was like, oh, this is like a careless like gesture, like, oh, you know, sorry about your luck. It felt like a bad April Fool's prank, honestly. Like an April Fool's in which no one's laughing, everyone lost. Like,
Yeah, that'd be the worst type of sabotage. Is your food. Why would you fuck around with food? Don't do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to try and get over it. It really put me in a funk. I was in a funk for a couple hours. I was like, trying not to rage out. Honestly, a little bit. I had a moment there. So yeah, I don't know. What else was going on? How was your Easter? Everything good?
Yeah, I went all right. You know, did basic kid stuff, and that's about it.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, I got an Easter basket too, I guess. I don't know what I'm a 35-year-old man eating jelly beans, but that's all right. I don't need to lose weight or anything. Here, I got something I want to put on screen. We can take a look at. I think this was actually what I was going to discuss tonight before I got sidetracked. Oh, one moment. Oh, yeah, that one. Says newsflash: if you're over 30, your soulmate is not an 18-year-old. Ah, for anyone who needed a reminder. What do you think about that, Tog? Any thoughts on that one? Take that as a no. Either that or maybe we can't hear you. I don't know. I did recently, well, won't even get into that. Oh, there he goes. Might have been a connection issue. If you're over 30, your soulmate is not an 18-year-old. I don't believe in the eternal soul or anything like that. I did recently, I vocalized to somebody, and it was an awkward conversation overall. In general, the whole thing was just weird, right? But I said something to the effect of, "Oh, I thought we had like a spiritual connection," followed by, "I don't really know what that means." I said it myself. I was like, "I don't even know what I mean by that. What do I mean by that? Some kind of deeper, interwoven." Anyway, the response was flat, simple, no. And I went, "Oh shit. Well, that's awkward. No spiritual connection here. Soulmates?" Had two males in my life who we mutually referred to as our hetero life mates. They're both dead. So I guess technically they were around for life, until they died. But I'm still here. So there is no such thing as a soulmate. There's only Chipotle and sour cream. It's the worst night ever. Why you gotta do that to me? No spiritual connections. No soulmates. No steak. Such is the nature of life, the universe, and everything. Thank you. See, now I've got two in agreement, Bond and Tog. Well, sour cream is fucking disgusting. Exactly. It's not. I knew it wasn't just me. It's not like I expect everybody to remember, but yeah, I need to have higher standards. I mean, this isn't my partner I'm talking about, but if I do have a partner, I'd be like, hey, do's and don'ts, and sour cream is on the don'ts list, like as important, if not, well, yeah, it's got to be like as important as, like sexual do's and don'ts and stuff like that, right? It's up there on the list. It's getting up there. Be more discerning. Check the burrito before you leave the drive-thru. It wouldn't be such a big deal if I wasn't already having, rough go of things. I just had to have this get brought up. It's like something I read earlier is like when you could do the recovery program process thingamajigger or whatever, like the first step is just trying to get substances out of your system. And then you start unpacking all the other bullshit. And that's where it gets real, right? You start wanting to go get fucking loaded again. Like, no. Now I remember why I started getting high. There was a reason. There was a reason behind it. What compassion or forgiveness can you offer when someone's intention is good, but their impact is harmful? If it doesn't feel safe or appropriate to offer this directly to the person, how can you bring that forgiveness into your own heart so you don't have the burden of carrying it? What actions have you taken that have harmed others? Have you formed an intention to reconcile with both yourself and the person or people you've harmed, or to make amends? If so, have you found a wise friend or mentor you can go to for guidance and support in the amends process? What support can this person provide as you begin the process of amends? Occasionally, it's not every day, but occasionally, I just take a hit for the team. I just say, you know what? It wasn't that big of a deal. I overreacted. But that's not correct. It's not correct. Now, we're in the practice of communicating our disgruntledness in a healthy way so that the person in question understands why you were triggered. That made you feel. More importantly, so you yourself understand it. It's a big, deep ocean. I'm just a tiny little fish. Okay. So I was in the middle of uploading clips. I didn't get to show a new clip because I had to show the old clip. The new one was not uploaded yet. Let's see if we got that up there. And indeed, they are. Very good. So now we have new clips for the next time. This guy Simon Hectic and I are supposed to have a chat. He agreed to it. As far as I know, he said he was interested in having a chat. He wanted me to come in earlier, but I was otherwise occupied. But he's on like some like red pill alpha male shit or something. So I wanted to see what he had to say about that. I hear there's a new movie coming out this Friday. Actually looked pretty damn good. I was watching the trailer. I was like, that looks all right. Monkey Man. Made this one. That one's for Will Freeman. I know my fucking my photo editing skills are fucking wicked, right? Over at Pocket Lockers earlier, and he brought that shit up again. It's like out of the blue, and he was talking about like another case, and then he goes into he's talking about like covert racism or whatever, and then just like busts off mid rant into like just like that shit with the raccoon avatar, and I was like, oh, I gotta clip it. So I did, and he went on for a minute about it, like he was on a whole, and I get it, like is this too easy to trigger? Look, I got fucking triggered by a burrito. I'm no exception. People are easy to trigger, if you know where to push, I mean, you get them. We're simple little monkey creatures. Belated happy Easter to all y'all. If I didn't get to talk to you before, you add powdered sugar and a little vanilla to sour cream. It works very well for dipping strawberries into. Okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, I might try it. I guess I try everything once, right? But in my burrito, I don't even want to talk about it. It's not right. It's not right. All right. I needed to take a short recess. Hopefully it doesn't take longer than 4 minutes. I don't think it will.
I made too many of these. I should not be eating at night. But who made that rule? It's technically morning. I think there's a lot of people on YouTube I need to unsubscribe from. I think I will do that right now. Oh, I completely agree with you, Jadis. Yes, I completely agree with you. I'm live streaming right now because I feel like having some virtual reality company, even though few of you are actually chatting with me. And thanks, Callie. But, yeah, if you... That's why I was asking before if any of you follow my other YouTube channels, but it doesn't seem like you do. I think there's like this really sadistic live streaming culture, actually, that thrives on people's misery. And I don't like it. I think I've gotten a little too involved, actually, with certain things. And just the energy I felt tonight, I was kind of like, something feels weird. So I'm aborting a certain project. Not, well, yeah. I shouldn't have used the word aborting. Actually, you know what?
No. What? Alexandra. Sir, trolls alive and well. Love your movies. Wise speech is based on the intention to do no harm. We've all used speech in a manner that may create harm. Lying to keep others from knowing what's really going on. Gossiping with the intention of putting someone down or satisfying our desire to be recognized. Stealing time and attention by chattering on and on. Or trying to convince others to meet our own needs at the expense of their own. Wise speech includes all the ways we use our voices, including online and in writing. The basic foundation of wise speech is honesty or truthfulness. Tog, oh, your phone data died. I'm sorry, that's crappy. And House is going to chew on something soon. Mom's getting some chicken nuggets. Yeah, that's always a pain. Mine does that from time to time. Unfortunately, well, yeah, the plan was to get the internet hooked up at the house. At the house there, the house. But I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'm going to be. We'll see. We'll see. Making decisions. The point is, we have projects in the works. I mean, regardless of the whole traffic, still got a concept project. On Wi-Fi like a peasant. Well, that's my usual. I'm not on mobile data. I'm on Wi-Fi. Library Wi-Fi, no less. been upset about the nature of the way things have gone. The way things have gone. When I came out back from the farm, you know, had a lot of momentum going. Had this new sense of purpose. And seemingly systematically, each of those little, what would you say, those things that were kind of propping me up moving forward, which were, tend to be based around other people, um, expectations of, um, not just relationships happening or evolving in a certain way, right? But that it seemed that group of like-minded people were moved in a certain direction. It's a lot like the issues I come up with in my musical collaborations. So we'll all get in the studio, do it for a few months, really badass, go out and do some shows. And then for one reason or another, it seems like the momentum gets lost. And then one person falls by the wayside, and the other, and the other. So this just played out in the short form, and it all happened over the course of a month and a couple weeks. It's other people's Wi-Fi and it sucks. Ooh. Debate. I must have missed something. I'll hold Will's hand. Probably make him really uncomfortable to hear that. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's see if we can. Yeah. See what it looks like. Gonna have a white background. See, I thought it would be solid black. Yeah, that's all right. Fucking smart ass. Just want to make sure, I can still time mods out, just in case this gets too heated. I'm watching you. Yeah, Tog, you did seem a little bit upset on Easter. Did you get offended there? What happened? Well. Move on to the next then. Wise action is also based in the intention to do no harm and to foster compassion, loving kindness, generosity, and forgiveness. We try to do what's skillful and avoid actions that are unskillful. Wise action asks that we try to make choices based on understanding and not unthinking habits or ignorance. The Buddha suggested that we make a commitment to avoid 5 specific actions that cause harm, a commitment which is known as the 5 precepts. We commit to the 5 precepts as our basic ethical system. 1. We set the intention to avoid taking the life of another living being, or from causing harm to ourselves or another living being. 2. We set the intention to avoid taking what is not freely given or stealing. 3. We set the intention to avoid causing harm through our sexual conduct and to be aware of the consequences and impact of our sexual activity and desire. 4. We set the intention of being honest, of not lying, and of not using speech in a harmful way. 5. We set the intention to avoid the use of intoxicants and intoxicating behavior that cloud our awareness. We need to continually reflect on and question the intentions behind our actions. We may have moments of clarity, but these can quickly pass when old habits or thoughts resurface. We commit to constantly reminding ourselves of our intention to wise action, to act in ways that are non-harming. Yeah, I missed something too. The final factor in the ethical group is wise livelihood, which focuses on how we support ourselves and the world. Again, the intent is to avoid causing harm. For most of us, our work occupies so much of our time and attention, so how we choose to make a living takes on special importance. Understanding the principle of karma and knowing that unethical activity gives rise to harmful karma, whatever choices or circumstances lead us to a particular job need to be recognized as having karmic consequences. Not touching that one with a 10-foot pole. Well, I've gone on about an hour now. Scrapping the side chat. They're not going to bring it up into the. You can bring it up here. Oh wait, Todd's out of phone data, so I can't. Bring it to the stage. I need drama. No more drama. So I guess I'm not so mad about the fucking burrito now. I mean, you know, disappointment, whatever. Get over it. It's the point of the matter. And this is the reason, you know, I've probably always settled for things that I ought not be settling for. This is the standard in my life. Gotta have higher standards. Raise the fucking bar, man. Level up. What are we talking about? Action potential. And go get you a burrito if you're hungry. Now, I had hoped to have a hotspot by now. That is not the case. I think the library was closed for holiday yesterday, so try to go down there today. You're saying you've never ever had a burrito? Like bean, cheese, rice folded in a tortilla? Really? I feel like we need to do something about this. Can we send Spooky a burrito? I'd chip in on that. Like a good burrito, though, not like a frozen burrito. Although, you know, I don't know the logistics of shipping one out and getting it there on time. It's just not a thing in the UK. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're definitely missing out. I mean, I guess, you know, like unless you go to like an authentic, like a taqueria or something, like you're really not getting like Taco Bell doesn't have authentic Mexican cuisine, you know. But you know, our Americanized version's pretty darn good too. Which is, you know, what I got. It wasn't from the major chain, not a Taco Bell, but was an American yeah, whatever, you know, one of those places. Oh, you're gonna make him a burrito. All right, sounds good. All right, well, grumbled on for about an hour, read from my book. Guess this is where I tap out. Burritos are life. Leave you with the last word on that one. I'm in agreement. All right, everyone. Well, have a great morning. I'm going to go beat my head against a wall. No, I'm just joking. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to wander around here and try not to think about the burritos. And I'll be back tomorrow with any luck. Another thrilling edition of, you know, Ape rambling at night. Maybe sometimes people come in and they run the stream for 10 hours. Maybe. You never know. All right. Be well. Be kind. Stay trusty. Have wise intentions. And perform wise actions. I'll see you later.